it's probably one of the most powerful witness talks I've ever heard. I just really appreciate your honesty with our church. Thank you. Thank you. Fascinating story. So now we have our question and answer discussion. Anybody have? I'm sure there's lots of things you'd like to ask John. But anybody have any questions you want to ask now? Go ahead.
John, I'm sorry to say it feels like I've known you for so many years. The first time I met you, I still believe I was trying to recruit you to the Knights of Columbus. And I was told, to my shock, that you were already a knight. It was nice to meet you and your wife. But the question that I have is, listening to your adventure throughout the years that you were in the military, I know it's good to, by the way, I wanted to thank you and all the knights who have been in the military. Please stand up.
He's saying if you served in the military, please stand up.
I would like to give thank you. This is for all the services that you have provided for us, gone through thick or thin. But my question to you regarding the military, I was a person who wanted to join the military as a Marine officer. I went through the whole thing, but the problem was I passed all the requirements I wanted. I said, yes, I'm going to join the military. But what happened was, because of, they said, we're going to go, now it's time for us to go to San Diego. This is when I was living in California, Southern California. I was so excited. Yes, I'm going to the military. They want me. Uncle Sam, here you go. But when it was time, they told me, no, they said, how's your vision? And when I told them, plummeted down. I was so disappointed. I said, how fair is it, God, that you can give people with both eyes can see, can go, and how come you cannot go? And God told me, I have a plan for you. It's not right now, but the time will come. But in your situation, you've been going through many things. I know even the veterans here in this church have gone through many things. But my question to ask you is, how did you survive with all that you were going through, with your health and with your having an ambition? What made you decide to continue in your adventure as a military officer?
Okay, so let me go ahead and jump in on this. I think I have a question. What motivated me? What kept me going? Like I said, there were some pieces in there where it was after, at least the Army was after I was baptized, so there was still some emotion for me. But I continued to fall away from that, but still looked to it from time to time. I thought I became self-reliant, I could do it myself. And that's kind of the point of this, is even though I thought I was doing it, it wasn't me doing it. The Holy Spirit was kicking me along. God already had his plans and his waypoints set. He was using me in the gifts that he gave me to be able to do these hard things. And really that's kind of what I want to focus on here. So does that answer your question?
It does.
Okay, good, yeah.
You always move forward in your process.
Yes.
It points to waypoint, but you didn't necessarily know where you were going each time, right?
Not until I look back, in retrospect. Yeah.
Right. How did you keep the faith as you continue to move forward with these blind waypoints? If that makes sense.
Yeah, how do you keep the faith not knowing where you're going? Let's talk about that thing, right? Yeah, that really changed my life. Holy moly. I just have to trust at this point that what the plan is, I just got to give it up. Because if you couldn't tell by the bio they read, I'm a type A personality. There's no doubt about it. So so I'm naturally go, 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 go. But that's a hard learning point for me, is to just give it up, trust, and I'll get there. I'll do the hard work in between that, but yeah, there it is.
Mark?
John, first off, thank you for your service. And thank you for sharing your story. It's an honor for Mary and I to get to know you and Virginia more, and we appreciate that.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate your service here. So my question is, as we go out and at the end of Matthew's Gospel, we learn the Great Commission. Going out, what advice do you have for us as we encounter those people in our daily lives who are searching, and we have the answer? What advice do you have for us?
If I put myself on the opposite end of that, so you're the one going out and I'm back in 2004, 2005, like the guy that invited me in. He didn't do a whole lot. All he did was offer. And I think sometimes, and I think in myself, I might be a little hesitant to even talk about it in general population, at work or somewhere else. But all he did was say, hey man, I do this. You want to come try it out? That's all it took. It was just an invitation. Now, sometimes you're not going to get that, and I see that today in my own tries, but you got to put it out there. You just got to, it doesn't have to be fancy, it doesn't have to be deep rooted in theological discussion. It's just, hey, come on over. Come with me. Follow me over here for a minute. That's it.
Thanks.
Yes.
One more question is, how long did it take for you to join the Catholic Church, and what made you decide to change from one domination to another domination?
So first question, my whole life. That's how long it took me up to this point. Second question, I shopped. And I remember hearing you talk about that a little bit, but it's when we got here, my wife and I, because we were a team on this one, but when I got here, it felt like home. The other church did the work, St. Michael, St. Aloysius, and it felt very comfortable. This felt like home, and that was it. It's about the people, right?
It's about the people being friends, and I wanted to congratulate you and your wife. I know she is not here, but to come and be as part of this church. I was similar like you, the difference between you and me was I was church hopping. And I went to a Pentecostal church to learn how to read the Bible, because I didn't know how to read the Bible. And they taught me by going through Bible study and all that. And that's how I came back to the church.
Perfect. All right, real quick. Any other questions out there? I think we're on time.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. This is why we're here. A day like today, this is why we're here. We talked about building a community. We heard it through Ab and Peter. And everybody here has talked about that, whether directly or indirectly. It's all about, they're all telling us how they're building that community. How do we do it? There's many different ways. There's no one way. I guess it comes down to go with your heart, depend on the Holy Spirit, and let God take over. So Don's going to come up and introduce our next witness talk.